Good morning, dear children. In this video, we will discuss chapter 4, the flower. Flower is a specialized shoot in which the leaves are modified into floral structures. As we all know that the flower is the most beautiful and conspicuous parts of a flower which takes part in the process of reproduction. Flowers are having different parts. Here, first we will discuss the structure of bisexual flowers. It means we will discuss the different parts of a flower. Here in this picture, you can see this cylinder-like structure. It is called stalk. Stalk is also known as pedicel. On the top of the stalk, the structure is swollen. This swollen structure at the top of this stalk is known as pedicel. Pedicel is also known as thalamus. All the floral structures born on the thalamus in 4 holes. It means flower is having 4 different holes, means 4 different floral structure. We will talk all one by one. First floral structure or first hole is these. These are sepals. Now these are green in colors. Green in colors, and their function is to provide protection to this flower at the bud stage. So separate they are called sepal. Collectively all sepals are called calyx. The second hole is these colorful parts, brightly colorful parts. These are called petals. Separate they are petals, and all the petals collectively called corolla. And the third hole, that third floral structure is this one. It consists of a thread-like structures called filament, and the top of the filament a bilobed structure is there which is called anther. So this structure is the male reproductive part of a flowering plant called stamen. Stamen consists of filament and anther. Here, if we will talk about separate, then they are called stamen. All the stamen collectively called androecium. So these all stamen collectively called androecium, and it is the male reproductive part of a flowering plant. And the fourth hole, the innermost hole, is known as carpel. This structure is known as carpel. This carpel consists of 3 different parts: stigma, style, and ovary. Here at the top, this structure is called stigma, and this cylinder-like structure is known as style, and this swollen base is ovary. Inside the ovary, there are ovules. This structure is known as carpel. When a group of carpel fuse together, many carpel fuse together, then that structure is called pistil. Now here the separate we are calling it carpel. Collectively they are called gynoecium. Gynoecium is the female reproductive organ of a flowering plant. Now we understood there are 4 different holes in a flower, means flower has 4 floral structures. Out of these 4 floral structures, some are essential and some are non-essentials. On the basis of presence of all the 4 structures or absent of one or more floral structures, flowers are of 2 different type. One is called complete flower and the other one is called incomplete flower. The flower in which all the 4 floral structures are present, then the flower is called complete flower. If one or more floral structures are missing in any flower, the flower is called incomplete flowers. So here a flower is having four floral part, four holes. Among these, some are called essential parts and some are non-essential parts. The parts of the flower that take parts directly in the process of reproduction, then they are called essential parts. Like stamen and carpels are the essential parts of a flower. They are taking part in the process of reproduction, and the sepals and petals are non-essential parts of flowers. They are not taking directly any part in the process of reproduction, but they are the helping part. They help the flowers. Like sepals provide protections to the flowers at bud stage, and petals attracts insects for the process of pollination. In some cases, the petals and sepals are undifferentiated, means they are fused. When petals and sepals are fused together, undifferentiates means we cannot tell this one is petal and this one is sepal. It is called perianth. Perianth can be colorful like petals, and it can be green like sepals. If perianth is colorful, then it is called petaloids, and if perianth is green, then it is called sepaloids. So perianth is the fused sepals and petals. See, this fused sepals and petals separate. When we are talking separate, then it is called tepal, T-E-P-A-L, and this tepals collectively called perianth. Now we will talk about special structures called braids. These are the structures on which the flower arises. These are the leaf-like structure. Braids are the leaf-like structures on which flowers arises. Braids can be green like leaves, or it can be colorful. In case of flower bougainvillea, the braids are mistaken as petals. Actually, it is braids on which the flowers arises. Now we will talk about the very important parts of a flowering plant. They are called nectaries. As we all know that most of the flower produce nectars, that is sweet liquids. These nectars are produced by a group of cells, and these group of cells are called nectaries. Means nectaries are the group of cells that secretes nectars. This nectars attracts insects for the process of pollination. On the basis of sexuality, flowers are of four different types: male flower, female flower, bisexual flower, and neuter flower. In male flower, only androecium is present, and in female flower, only gynoecium is present. But in bisexual flowers, both male and the female gametes are present. And in neuter flower, in neuter flowers, both male and female organs are lacking, means neither male organ nor female organs are present. They are called neuter flowers. So on the basis of sexuality in flowers, flowers are of four different types: male flower, female flower, and bisexual flower, and neuter flowers. Male flower consists only stamen, means male sex organ, whereas female contains only female sex organs, that is gynoecium, and bisexual flowers contains both cells, both male and female cells, like stamens and carpels. They are also called hermaphrodites, flowers. Bisexual flowers are also called hermaphrodite flowers. Now we'll talk about the general structure of the floral parts. First, we have discussed previously also the sepals, collectively called calyx. Calyx may be found in the free stage or in the fused stage. When calyx are free, if they are free, they are called polysepalous. If they are found in a fused state, then they are called gamosepalous. In some cases, the sepals grows over the sepals. Means sepals grow on the sepals. That time the sepal is called episepals, and all the episepals collectively called epicalyx. These calyx are responsible for providing protection to the flowers at bud stage, and when they are green, they also performs the process of photosynthesis. Now the next is petals. Separately they are called petals, collectively they are called corolla. Similar corolla also found in maybe within a group or fused stage, or maybe in free state. So if the corollas are freely, they are called polypetalous flower, and if it is fused, then it is called gamopetalous flowers. These petals attracts insects for the process of pollination, especially when the petals forms a tube. Now we will discuss about androecium. Separate they are called stamens. All stamens together called androecium. They are the male reproductive part, and it consists of filament and anthers. Anthers usually have two lobes, and each lobes of anthers contains two pollen sacs. Means there are altogether 4 pollen sacs. Within these pollen sacs, it contains pollen grains. Pollen grains are generally powdery particles of different shapes and sizes. They are the male gamete. In androecium, stems may be free, and if it is free, then it is called polyandrous. If it is joined, then on the basis of the method how they joined, they are having different name. If they are fused single, then they are called menadefis. If the filaments is 2 bundles, 2 are joined together, 2 are fused together, they are called diadephous. And if more than 2 are fused, then it is called polydephous. Now the the innermost and last, that is 4th hole, is carpel. Carpel, when we call it separate, then it is carpel, and all carpels together collectively called gynoecium. Gynoecium is also known as pistil. This gynoecium consists of stigma, style, and ovary. Stigma at the top, which receive the pollen grain, and then the style joins the stigma and ovary, and ovary contains ovules, and here the fertilization is taking place. Now the structures of the tissue that joins this ovules with the wall of ovary is known as placenta. Placenta is the tissue or the structures that connects or that joins ovules with the wall of ovary. Now, on the basis of arrangement of this floral parts on a leaf, stem or any plant, it has a special name, inflorescence. Inflorescence is the mode of arrangement of floral parts on the axis of a plant. Different flowers arrange differently on a plant.